guys and take a look at the cam duck and see if you like it. And I have one right here in front of me, so I am going to be opening this momentarily with you guys. Yes, this is the Camduck XN BK. There are two versions available up here. One is with a SD card and one is not. So let's take a look at this today on Supercar Street Racing. Guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we have a proud sponsor. Camduck has sponsored this video and they have sent us a Camduck XN BK to check out today on the channel. And what exactly is a Camduck? Well, this is a hidden camera charger. It has motion detection and it is wireless, and we have one right here today to check out and unbox on the channel. Now, taking a look at the plain box, as I said before, there is not really a whole lot on the box at all except for the front. There is that cute little Camduck logo looking so cute and fresh and fly. And up here on the screen you can see that they are $89 at this time, and it says it's discreet. You can barely tell that this thing has a camera on it. Apparently it has night vision, 4K video quality, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, device sharing, and instant alerts for motion detection. And going through the pictures up here on the screen, which we will also do later in the production studio, we can see here continuous innovation, things like that, completely hidden, ultra wide angle, etc, 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 remote viewing. You can connect directly to the camera without Wi-Fi using Bluetooth if you have to, and there is an app to go with this camera. So let's take a look at what's inside the box now. Okay, we have the Camduck in front of us right now on Supercar Street Racing, provided by the manufacturer to go ahead and take a look and do a review. So let's go ahead and see what is inside of the Camduck box here. And right on top, you do actually see the Camduck, and look at that. It has 4 regular 110 volt outlets on it, and they are sideways, which means it might be easier to put power bricks on it. It does have a screw hole here, so you can actually secure it to the outlet if you want to. And then up top here, it has 2 USB Type A and 1 USB Type C connector for direct connection to charging your devices. Now, looking further into the box, we do see the user manual here, which we will look at in a minute. We also have a micro SD to USB. Let's go ahead and open that. Yeah, this is just a SD card reader. You put your micro SD card right in the top. Cool. But it's only USB 2.0, unfortunately. No USB 3. Here is the screw that you can use to secure the Camduck to your actual outlet if you wish to. You have to take off your cover plate to do that. And then further inside the box here, we do have a blue. Wow, this is interesting. But it does look like this guitar pick. That's a guitar pick. And that's all that's inside the box for the Camduck. We do not have a SD card, was not provided for this, so we would have to supply our own if we want to record, I'm assuming. Now, looking at the front of the Camduck right here, there is a reset button right here, if you notice, right next to the actual camera eye. This must be audio mic, doesn't say. I know what this is for now, to take off the back plate to get to the SD card slot, which is right there, and they did not provide one, so I have one. I will go grab it now. All right, right in front of me there is a very small 4 gigabyte SD card, so that will not record for long, but this is just for testing. Okay, it just does go simply like that, and this is cool because if anybody took out this from the wall, they would never know. And then your SD card cover just does pop right back on like that. Okay, we just did insert our SD card in the hidden pocket beneath the back of the Camduck. And now continuing through the manual here, it does have an infrared lamp on the bottom. This part right here is an infrared lamp. These are all charge ports, USB Type A, and USB Type C, and it does provide 5 volts and 2.1 amps. Now we will go over the lights and what they mean when we go ahead and plug in the Camduck and start configuring it, but there are different colored lights to let you know what is going on with the operation of the Camduck. Now, downloading the app is pretty simple. There is a QR code provided here to download it, or you can search for the Camduck app manually. Let's go on our phone here and get that done real quick. Okay, we are now on the phone here, and all we have to do supposedly is scan. We're also recording on the phone, and it did go ahead and prompt me to open up this link, and there is the Camduck Android and iPhone download Let's go ahead and download it and install it. And the device is installing CamDuck. It says app access opening, and it does want permissions. I'm gonna go ahead and grant while using the app. I'm gonna go ahead and set everything allow, and we'll go ahead and start on the app. It says click the plus sign in the upper right to add a camera. We have not plugged this in yet. Let's move this whole thing to, all right, we have moved the official party to the kitchen now. And so we are gonna go ahead and plug in the CamDuck to this outlet here. And if you want to, you can remove the plate and you can secure the CamDuck via this little screw hole right there. But let's go ahead and plug it in. Now, this is not directly facing my door. I could put it over to the left here where it is. I kind of want to check the angle. Now it is flashing blue and red. You can see the two lights there, one flashing blue rapidly and one flashing red. The blue light flashing means camera is not connected to Wi-Fi. Not sure, but it says red light on until off, SD card is recognized. Red light and blue light mean the camera factory settings have been restored. Now all the lights have gone out in the camera. Let's go ahead and click add on the app. I'm gonna go remote monitor setting instead of close range monitor setting. It is now asking me for the model, and I did find the model number. It is asking me for the password. Now it says if the camera, please check if the camera was plugged in and there are lights flashed after plugged in. It wants me to power off and power back on the camera. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Okay, I heard it reset. If blue light flash until off, please tick. And all the lights did turn off again. I am super confused. Let me look at the instructions. All right, it says turn on Bluetooth on your mobile phone. It is. Okay, it wants me to connect my phone to the camera's Wi-Fi. So I'm doing that now. Oh, I got it. I clicked back to the app at that time. It says it's connecting to Wi-Fi. I don't see anything happening on the front of the device. Okay, there it says connecting to Wi-Fi. It's at 1%, and it's counting upwards. There is no lights on the device right now. Okay, my battery's probably almost dead. And of course it did not connect to Wi-Fi. Oh, now it says it found one camera. It said it failed to connect to Wi-Fi, but then it said that it did. It's trying to connect to Wi-Fi again. It failed the first time. So let's see if it works this time. We're moving strictly to the phone now. Okay, for reasons unknown, I came back after moving it from there to there, and it instantly connected. And if we go into the settings, we go into network information, it is connected to the network, and it says it's got a good connection. So it would not connect over there. 2 feet away it will, and here is the actual picture from the screen. And you can see down here you can record, and I just switched it onto 4K. Okay, it is not seeing my SD card, so that part is not working. Let's go ahead and get some video recorded directly from the CamDuck. Okay, obviously the SSD card has a major problem. It must be completely shot because it melted the back of the CamDuck cover. It got so hot. So I'm gonna go find another SD card. This SD card has some major problems. Who knows if this will even work again. All right, I'm absolutely 1000% surprised that this actually worked, but I did put a 64 gig SD card in there in place of the 4 gig that melted the whole thing, and it actually is formatting the SD card now. So that means you'll be able to record to your SD card and go ahead and play back directly from that, and then actually record from that to your camera if you want to. So this is formatting. I'll get back to you guys when it's done. Our SD card is done formatting. These glasses look fly, and there I am right there, and it is saying it is recording in 4K. Now, it should be continuously recording, meaning I would be able to take the SD card out and get the video directly off the SD card. Or if I hit record here on the phone, I think this records to the phone itself, but I have not quite figured that out. I checked the instruction manual here. There was nothing on it about where the videos say from on the phone, but let's see if we can find them. right, guys, it is the next day and we did have to restart the cam duct this morning to get it back onto Wi-Fi. It lost its Wi-Fi connection last night, but it came right back on when I started it, and I am going to let the manufacturer know that I had a little bit of issues with that. Yes, we did get video off of the SD card. You guys saw that, and I am showing you a recording now in the corner of the actual screen grab of the live view of the cam duct. The cam duct is sitting right here in front of me, plugged into the wall. And as you can see right here, it has a great view of the door here in the kitchen and the windows. So this is a good security device to have at your external perimeter like I do here. I am working on getting a new garage door. I already ordered it. It'll be about 4 or 5 weeks before it comes in, and it is clear. So we will have a clear door to the garage, which is going to be very cool. But I am working with the manufacturer for cam duct to improve the product and work on some of the English problems in the app, because the app is hard to understand and it is very difficult to connect to Wi-Fi because you can't understand the app. And I'm going to be working with them on some of the bugs that I find and making sure we improve this product for cam duct, because they were so generous to send us a cam duct to go ahead and review for you guys and throw up on Supercar Street Racing. Guys, thank you so much for being a Supercar Street Racing watcher. Thanks for liking and subscribing to the videos, and please remember to go ahead and buy all your Amazon products through the links in the description. It helps us out so much and we really do appreciate it. And we will see you next time on Supercar Street Racing. We have another review coming up of another type of camera, and that'll be up this coming week. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you guys next time. All right, this is how you punch it in a 1,000 horsepower Tesla in Mexico. Punch it. Oh my God. What the hell? Guys, I wanted to take a minute and thank our sponsors for today's video. Now, we have 2 sponsors on the side, besides from the main sponsor that provided for the actual video. But today we are also sponsored by EnviroScent here. And EnviroScent was so kind to send us one of their safe scents. And they did send us lemon leaf and thyme. And you can see right here, it's pretty cool. So this is the thing that plugs into the wall. They give you this with the package. You take the scent out of this thing. They give you a little can for it. And then this just slides directly into the EnviroScent. It does have arrows to show you which way, and it should just slide right in like that. And then it just plugs right into the wall. It gives you 45 days of freshness. Now, EnviroScent is safe for you and your pets. Everything in the EnviroScent is liquid free and non-toxic. And this is made for medium-sized spaces and guaranteed not to overwhelm your home with scent. So if you're planet conscious, this is perfect for you, because that is the approach that EnviroScent does take with all their products. Right here on the front page, you can see they have 5 different scents available, and this one is the lemon, leaf, and thyme. We're gonna go ahead and plug that in Supercar Street Racing compound and see how it smells. Now, they did include a card, and it does have 6 different scents that you can choose from: pineapple coconut, sea salt aloe, lavender tea and honey, spring water lotus, rainwater bamboo, lemon leaf and thyme, and pineapple and coconut. And please be sure to buy from the link in the description and leave them a nice review on Amazon. Tell them Supercar Street Racing sent you. We'd also like to welcome The Good Stuff Rug Tape to the channel as a sponsor. Now, this stuff is double-sided, heavy duty, and it is completely residue free when you use it. This roll here is 2 inches wide by 10 yards. And checking out here on the Amazon page, you can get 10 yards, 30 yards, or 100 yards, all by 2 inches. So it's a well-known fact that a lot of people are injured every year because their rugs do slip out from underneath them. It says right here, over 40,000 people are injured because of that. So this stuff is super easy to install and reposition. It's got an easy tear backing and a no-slip rub gripper tape. You can effortlessly tear it to any desired length. And on any type of carpet or rug, this stuff is designed to last. This stuff is highly rated and highly trusted by all the customers, so you can trust it too. I'm gonna leave a link down in the description for the Extreme Strength Rug Tape. Please support our sponsor by going down in the description and buying yours there. This tiny little guitar is chilling next to this thing that looks like a guitar, but it's actually a mouse pad. We got a guitar right here. We got a thing that looks like a guitar, and we got the Peel satisfaction. Oh, you love the Peel Sat. It's so good. And we just got blooped on while we were trying to do it, a short, and it messed everything up. Spooky Halloween with some spooky Halloween alligators in the fog, looking spooky and so spookaged that they're just spooky. Now we are fully lit tonight. Alright guys, Supercar Street Racing back for another update on the same video of the yard. Now we are fully lit tonight. I wanted to come back up and give you a update with all the lights on. So let's start with the patio. We have the Govee lights on. We've got Supercar Street Racing on TV here. We've got our little string lights, which some of them need to be replaced. That is on my list of to do. We've got our torches lit. I couldn't get that one lit, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's out of fuel, but we got our torches lit, we got our pool lights on, all of our yard lights, and this is what it looks like at night. So I'll walk you guys around for a tour. We can see we have the lighting up here. Inside the sunroom, we have some LED RGB lights. Our nice torches are lit here. And then over here on the side, we have our little dining area and patio, which is also lit by the sunroom lights. And then on the side of the house, we have the string lights doing their job over here and keeping this all nice and bright for the security cameras. Then making our way down here, this was just watered, but making our way down by the dock, we've got a nice lightning show going today too. Wow, that was cool. Let's see if we can get some more lightning. Nothing? As soon as I go down, it'll come back. Oh, there it was again. We got a nice lightning show going on tonight. Maybe it's on the time lapse, but you can see here we got our yard lights on, lighting up the palm trees. We got our dock lanterns on here. We got our LED rope lights around the dock, and we have an alligator right there, which you can clearly see lit up. His eyes turn red on the picture. We have a very nice lightning show going on today. And of course it's not going to show it, but anyway, back to the light show. More torches and more yard lights we have here, and here's what the patio looks like from back there, and the pool with the Poolexa LED pool light, and our nice torch. And I wish we could get a little lightning show. Come on, hit us. There we go. Over here we have more tree lighting. Both of these palm trees are lit up. And our fence lights continue around with one more torch. And let's roll on by the fence. I do see a string that's out. These things don't last forever. I give them a month at the most, but We got a landscape light in our fish pond right here. I bought a whole new batch of these in case I ever want to upgrade the ones in the yard, and I also swapped out the LED lights with much stronger ones. Looks like that string is out. And then I wanted to show you guys the shed lighting that I designed. So this is all 110 volt lighting, and these are actually powered from the switch inside of the shed, and it is a smart dimmer. So this is the new lean-to, and if we walk by we see that it is lit here, 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 and then we also see our string lights lighting up, and there's our garage. But as you can see, the lighting looks pretty good. Walking around back here again, I'll take you guys on another lap. So as we're walking by the house, we have our single light here in our little Zen garden. We have our patio, and then our fence lighting, our landscape lighting. We have our torch as I cap this guy, which is not working. We have our pool light with our raft that I should have gotten rid of for the shoot. We have our beautiful light, which is going to get capped. And we have landscapes lights there. There lighting trees, there a lantern, there lighting trees. Our dock lanterns, sorry, our bulkhead lanterns. This beautiful torch here, which is going to get capped off. And then our fence lights and more landscape lights here and here. And one more of our refurbished beautiful torches lighting up our patio there ever so gently as we cap off this guy. So that is a overview of the lighting at night. And of course you can see the fan going, keeping us cool at night. The Govee RGB LED light here. I have another one for here, but for now I have the disco ball, which no longer moves, but I like the pattern that it puts out on the patio. And we have supercar street racing here, and there's our Govee sconces, which are amazing, and they're on the same pattern as that light. They are synced up. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed the lighting, the project as much as I did, and I cannot wait to get this video out to you guys. I'm going to go edit it right now, and I hope you guys have a great night. Please like and subscribe. Supercar Street Racing. Back in the Supercar Street Racing closet today, we got to do something with this guy. So this JBL Venue Sub 10 was bought in a thrift store. Back when I could get good things in the thrift store, I can no longer find stuff like this anymore, and I don't know why. This thing was in the closet in the hallway. It did eventually die. I'm assuming the amp was bad, so I have a replacement amp for this, and all we have to do today at Supercar Street Racing is go ahead, get this subwoofer out. It is heavy, it's a 10. Get it out of the closet and then bring it into the office and fix it. So let's get busy today. We got to get this subwoofer working again so we can have 1,000 subwoofers in my house. All right, we got the replacement amp for the JBL Venue Sub 10 right here. This fan is loud, so that's what you're hearing. We're gonna go ahead and get this sub taken apart now and replace this amplifier. You can see right here, Don't know when this was actually manufactured. I would say this thing's probably 10 years old or more, but let's go ahead and get this done real quick. Got the JBL Venue Sub 10 right here in front of us, looking so fresh and fly, and it is ready to come apart. I think these are the screws to take it out. Pretty sure this amplifier is completely fried. If not, we spent $30 for nothing. I think this is a 250 watt. Okay, it just sealed really well. There's a gasket. Yep. There's a gasket around it. Keep it airtight. Wow. That is a short, very difficult to get the wires off the sub. Now looking inside of the Venue, there is the sub. The wire is extremely short, and there's the new pigtail wire. Positive was on the right side. That was the one that was really hard to get off. It is so short. How in the world are you supposed to get that on there? I mean, I guess it will go. I can't get the black one to stay in. It's loose. It's broken.
Got him! Got him!
It broke.
Oh! Whoa!
And I have to repair it.
Whoa!
All right, well, the wire broke, the clip. Okay, I have to cut and splice because the clip broke. So I'm gonna take the black off of this one, and in the meanwhile, give myself a little bit more room. Need my strippers.
Got him! Got him!
Got this wire strip back here. Just gotta cut this one off. Do the same. This clip is broken. Okay, got it stripped back. Just gonna splice them together like that and zip some electrical tape around them. No biggie. And now I have more room to actually work. I'm gonna go ahead and plug this guy in. It's not exactly easy. All right, that was much easier. And then all we have to do is put our gasket back. Return our amplifier to working condition. Back in the Supercar Street Racing closet now, and we are going to wire up this subwoofer. We don't need much wire, actually, because we're just gonna bridge off the other one so that we can get 1 million comments about the ohm load. I need my wire strippers, this is crazy. It is so hot outside. We got our wires all stripped back now, so all we have to do is connect this guy up. Should not be difficult, unless the wire won't fit inside of the terminals, but let's see. And we're going to do positive is going to be the side with the writing on it. Okay, this might be harder than I thought.
Got him! Got him!
All right, we are all done with the project. You can tell that the JBL hits much lower than the Sony. You can just feel the frequency response is lower and its output is so much better. So yeah, this is all done. This project is finished. We have successfully replaced the amplifier in the JBL Venue sub. And that is all for now. We'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, welcome back to Supercar Street Racing once again, and we are here in the 4K production studio, as you can see right behind me. And today we're talking about something that I have a lot of experience with, and that is powered subwoofers. And you know that I have quite a few. I probably have about 10 of them. There is one here in the studio and quite a few more inside the Supercar Street Racing compound. So today what we did was our old JBL powered subwoofer that I did get at a thrift store died for some reason. It was in the closet, in the audio closet in the house. We did pick up a amplifier for it for all the haters because they said when I replaced my amp in my Cerwin Vega subwoofer, I wasn't really repairing it. So this time we repaired it again with a new JBL original plate amplifier, and it did get repaired correctly and looks and sounds really good again. Now, taking a look at some of the powered subwoofers on Amazon, which I will link in the description, you can see that there are quite a few clips on the very top, and they all have very good reviews. Like the R125W, you can see right here. This one has a lot of good solid reviews. It is a 12-inch woofer, and looks like it's sitting at about a 4.8, which is very difficult in a speaker to get reviews that high. Now, looking back on the front page, there are a few other ones up here like Audio Engines S8, the Soundtown Oberon, which actually looks like a Pro because it has this big kind of pro-looking grill on the front, or grate if you want to call it. And then if we scroll down some more, there's a couple of other Klipsch's. There's a 10-inch Klipsch there as well for $179. And if we get even further down, you'll find one of my favorite subwoofers, and that is the PSW10 by Polk. It is a good value. It has gone up in price lately. Used to be able to get it for $159. I can't believe that, but now it's sitting up at about $249. Also has a lot of good reviews, over 15,000 reviews, and it is sitting at over 4.5 stars. So that would be another good option for you if you are looking for a powered subwoofer. Now, like I said, I'll put 3 options down in the description for you to pick out a good powered subwoofer for your home. But check it out right here. We've got things like the ELAC for $149, which also has 1,039 really good reviews. Now, some that you may or may not have heard of, because I sure haven't. We have the Rel and we have the Edifer as other choices for subs. And then if we keep going down, there's some like the Kanto, which I also have not even heard of. So there are a lot of choices out there for a powered subwoofer. I love all my powered subwoofers, so you know what I have. You've seen some in my videos. You can always go back and watch some of those older videos. But for now, we are going to be calling it a day at Supercar Street Racing. We have to go shoot another video for the golf cart of some products that we just got in. Please like and subscribe, and always order your Amazon products through any of my product links. If you click on a link in the description and then order anything, doesn't have to be that product, it helps out Supercar Street Racing so much, because you know we don't make any money on the channel, we actually lose money. Now we got to get out of here. We got to go shoot and edit another video today. We are back today in the Supercar Street Racing bathroom. Brad here from Supercar Street Racing with another cool project for us today. We're going to be checking out Comey LED. They sent us 24 of these retrofit LED lights to go ahead and check out and hopefully replace all the aged lighting up in the office. Now these are not smart lights, they're just regular lights with selectable color temperature, but they have this awesome night light as well. I thought we would give them a shot right here in the office, and if I like them, we'll also do the bathroom right here. So let's get underway today and let's take a look at these Comey LED lights. Guys, we're still in the Supercar Street Racing bathroom now, where we're going to unbox this awesome set of Comey LEDs. You can see they provided us an entire box of Comey LEDs here. There are 12 in this one box. Let's go ahead and see what is inside here. Fail. Right on top of the box, we do see a little card from Comey LED. Telling about their company, their quality control, all that stuff, how to mount their lights and things like that. And then they should just be the actual lights. Let's get these out of the box. Don't need that box where we're going. And here's a great look at the packaging on the front. It's 6-pack here of their LED recess nightlight kit, and there is a 5 color temperature selection on it. You can go anywhere from 2700K all the way up to 5000K. Now remember, when you're talking about color temperature, the lower the number, the warmer the light temperature is. Most of these lights in the house are 3200 Kelvin. Up at 5000 Kelvin, you're approaching the bluish, purplish range. And inside the box there is a nice brochure telling you here how to install the lights. And they are controlled with the switch to change it to a night light mode. There is the actual size that you have to do, 4.1 inches. And here is a look at the actual light itself. There's a twist-on connector there for you. The light is very slim, very cool looking. You should just be able to pop it into the hole, and these drywall clamps right here just clamp directly down. Now let's see what the connection method is inside. Just wiring nuts, so we just have to unwire the old lights and wire up the new lights. And checking the back of the light, there is the actual switch for color temperature. It was upside down, but you can see right now it's set on 3500K. All the way down to the bottom is 2700. That would be your warmest setting. You can't go any warmer than 2700K, which is very warm. I'll probably put them on 3000. And that's a good look at what's inside the box of the Comey LED. Alright guys, you just saw me unbox the Comey LED lights right here. These things look pretty awesome. They look pretty easy to put in. The hole size should match up with what we have in the office right now. All it should be a matter of is unwiring these lights and wiring in the Comey LEDs right in their place. Now let's dig into the Comey LEDs and get them up in the ceiling and see if we can get one wired up. Alright, it's going to be stool time again. So if I die, it's not my fault. Okay, we're up here with the old fixtures. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this bulb. Don't need that where we're going. And then, yeah, there's just 2 levers in here. There's just 2 levers there that keep it inside the ceiling, and it should just come right out. All it should have to do now is plug in the light, pop it up in the hole. And it is on 3000 K. And then you just pull these springs back, just like that. That one's done. 5 minutes. Oh, it's on nightlight mode. All right, guys, we did get done with this project. We did not do the bathroom because I went ahead and ordered 2 3-inch for the bathroom. So this is all finished up. I did have an issue where I put the wrong color temperature on a couple of them. I had to take them back out and flip the switch. My fault. Now they are currently set to night light right there, as you can see, and they look very cool. I love the way the side lights up the whole ceiling like that, and I use these during the day now when I work. Now when I do the living room, it's going to be kind of a pain because I have to find a hole saw big enough to hole saw out the old light holes. That'll be for another video when we do the living room, but for right now, that is how the Supercar Street Racing office did turn out with the new Comey LED lights. They look great. I'm so appreciative for them, and I'm appreciative to Comey LED for sponsoring Supercar Street Racing. Now let's throw it back to Brad in the bathroom. Now what we need to do is wrap this up in Studio A. Let's walk over to the Supercar Street Racing Studio A editing facility and see where you can pick up your Comey LED lights online. Hey, what's up everybody? Brad here from Supercar Street Racing, and you can see right here, today we're in Studio A taking a look at the Comey LED. Now Comey LED contacted me looking for a partnership to go check out their recessed lighting. Right in front of me on the screen right here, you do see the lights that we got from them. We have the recessed lights with night light. They're pretty cool. They do a regular recessed light with a flat surface, and then you can flip the switch on the wall, and if you flip it off and on, it comes back up with a night light. I will show you guys a picture of this right now on the screen, how it looks, and you just did see video of the entire install process. Now the ones that we picked up were 4-inch. You may need a different size if you already have recessed lighting. I'm gonna be doing the living room with the extra ones that I have, but unfortunately I will have to expand the hole because I think I have 3-inch holes in there right now, and they are 4.1 inches on the new ones. And right in front of me right here, if you do click on the recessed light with night light, you will see all of the the different sizes that they offer. They have 6-inch, they have black and white, they have 4-inch, and then they have also silver, which is pretty cool. They call it brushed nickel. Here's a good look at the brushed nickel and the black ones right here. These are the 3-inch and the 4-inch right on the screen. Now here's the ones we got right now. Komi LED will be offering me a link for you guys to click through. So go in the description and click the link that was designed for you guys. I will link the main page also, but it would be so helpful if you guys would buy your products from Komi LED. These things are really awesome. They're super easy to install. It's 2 or 3 wiring nuts and just cutting a hole. If you don't have a hole, or if you have an existing hole, you might have to expand it a little bit, measure your actual hole, and then buy the light that fits that hole. And you can see right here on the screen, they have a discount by carton quantity as well. This is $119 for a carton of them. Now a carton is considered a 12-pack. I did get 2 of those for my project, and I'm so grateful to Komi LED for that. And you can see that discount if you go ahead and buy more than 1 carton. They knock some price off of it. So that's super helpful. All right, guys, this is the dashboard of the channel. I am so grateful for your support at Supercar Street Racing. We want to continue to provide you guys with cool videos of cool products and just work with you guys to get the best prices on everything. But we can't do it without you. Please like and subscribe and check out all of the videos that you haven't seen yet. Watch our 24-hour-a-day Jukebox as well, and we will get back to you guys soon. We have got to get directly into the pool because it's summertime. Here we are inside the Tesla, about to watch a video about me buying the Tesla. Pretty crazy, and we are watching it as it premieres on YouTube. I love this car. Very dirty. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and happy Tuesday. I hope you guys had a great Memorial Day. And today we have something special that we're going to take a look at. I'm really excited about this because I don't have any of this particular product, but I love Govee. Govee is probably one of my favorite companies in the world. Their lighting is amazing. They have all kinds of different solutions for different types of LED colored lights and normal lighting. And today we are taking a look at replacing the light bulb that is in a lamp on the patio here. Now, what is on the lamp already is an old school color changing light bulb, and it uses an RF remote to change the colors. We're going to be upgrading that today to a Wi-Fi enabled smart bulb from Govee. We have it right here in the package, so let's take a look and see at what we got here. All right, so here is the unopened Govee smart LED light bulb. So what I like most about Govee is the fact that you can take these bulbs and you can basically use them all with the single Govee Home app. So I buy mostly exclusively Govee products now. Now this is an 800 lumen bulb, which is pretty bright. It says it uses $1.08 a year in energy, which is almost none. And if you run it for 3 hours a day, it'll last you 13.7 years. The model number is the H6008, and it is an E26, which is just a standard Edison bulb. It uses 9 watts of total power. Again, this works with Google, IFTTT, the Govee Home app, and of course with Alexa. So let's go ahead and take this guy out of the box and see what we got here. Traditionally, these are pretty easy to set up. Here we are on the tablet recording now. So we are going to first turn on our patio lights with our Alexa plug. Alexa will do that for us because we have a smart plug. Actually, I'm just going to flip the switch since I'm right here. So that turns on these patio lights and this guy, which is now on and warm white. So it did come on warm white. I don't know if you guys can actually see that, but let's get to our app here. So we go into the Govee Home app. My other LEDs you'll see here. Let's see. Welcome to Govee Home. No devices found. Interesting. I'm not logged in. Okay. I'll have to edit this part out, obviously. Alright, so here we are logged into the Govee Home app. And you can see here my devices. Bluetooth is off, so let's turn Bluetooth on my tablet. We are on now. To add a device, you click the plus, so I'm clicking it now. And then you have to know which light you are adding. So let's see, indoor lighting. So we have the H6008, so we pick that on the tablet. It's one without the bulb. It doesn't have a bulb symbol, it just has a G. So it's found the bulb. Here it is, H6008. So we click on it. It's connecting via Bluetooth. I love how it came up warm white. So let's call this, so we get to name it, Patio LED bulb. Or how about patio LED lamp bulb? That's good for now. We click done. Now it's looking for Wi-Fi. Now don't forget I have multiple Wi-Fi, so I'm going to join one that is closer. That's interesting. It doesn't see all my Wi-Fi. Oh, okay, there it is. So we're going to join this 2.4E. There we go. Bulb seems to be connecting to Wi-Fi now. Said the signal was strong, even though that's in the front of the house. That's interesting. And let's see if we have the ability to upgrade the firmware. There's usually a firmware light. Let's see, firmware version 1. Yeah, there's no place to... There must not need a firmware update. Usually it shows the firmware update right here next to the little bulb. But as you guys can see up here, it is white. And you can do scenes and color wheel. So if we go to scene, we can do the same ones that we have on our bulbs for our smart mirrors. And there we go. You can't see it, but it is running colors now. So that is basically it. You can also sync up multiple devices. Like you can have, that's a different color there. You guys can't see it, but it's a bluish color now. I don't know how much of that you guys can actually see. But yes, I can change it here in the app, and you're seeing that live as I do it. So then if you have like devices, you can actually pair them all. And you can make them do the same exact colors. So that is the, I thought that was falling. That is the Govee Smart Bulb. The Govee 6008 smart bulb, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little review and setup of this device, and I hope you guys have a good day. All right, I had to put this in there. Chevy, repping the Chevy hat, driving the Chevy truck. So hyped. Guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we need to deal with an issue here. The back of the cart is rubbing, and that is when you put people in the back. So once I get some weight back here with the stereo and people, it is definitely going to rub. And yesterday we took it out and it rubbed some of this fender liner off, which is actually fine. I think it might actually have rubbed a little bit of the tires, but I'm not sure. But let me get the light turned on here and I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right, checking out the back of the cart here where the leaf spring hooks, we have a couple of shackles there on each side with bushings in the center. And what we are going to do today with Joe is buy a piece of stock that is going to allow us to raise this. We are going to create our own plates on the end and make them longer. And then we just jack the cart up and reconnect the plates and they will be lowered. So next step is heading on over to Joe's house and we will take out one of these plates and go to Home Depot and grab some stock that we can create our own. Alright guys, we are headed over to Joe's house. And what we are going to do is take one of these rear shackles off and run down to Home Depot and get new shackles stock so that we can make our own. And we will raise the rear of this cart up about an inch probably. I noticed these seat rails don't stay on. I might have to glue them. Very foggy today in Florida. Very unusual, but not cold, 63 degrees. Which is not bad. Stole Joe's truck and he didn't know it. And we're going to Home Depot. We got the bolt out, one of the shackle bolts out, and we are headed to get some flat stock at Home Depot. And what we will do is also get a nice drill bit because we both have crappy drill bits. So maybe I'll buy a drill bit set while I'm there. I know they're kind of expensive, but I really need one. Just to clarify, you see the bolt there. There are 4 plates on the back of the cart that connect to the leaf spring. And what we are basically doing is we are making longer ones. So we're going to do a 1-inch lift on the back. So we're going to make longer plates and drill those out, and then we will put those back on, at which time the cart will be lifted about an inch in the back. And if you look at the cart, it is already higher in the front. The weight on the back actually pulls it down a little bit more. So yeah, we're headed to get some stock and some drill bits. Viper swap! Headed into Home Depot now. Try to figure out getting drill bits and some WD-40. Home Depot on New Year's Day, nobody here. All right, over here at the flat stock, and we found the 1 1/4, which is exactly how wide it is, by 36. So we got to make 4 4-inch plates, so this is plenty. So now we are going to head over to the drill bits and get a drill bit kit. All right, just left Home Depot. I needed a new drill bit set, so I picked up a Ryobi. And it doesn't have big bits, but it does have a good selection of them. I don't generally need to drill bigger holes than that, but it does have a big enough bit to drill this hole out. And now we are headed back to Joe's house. We got the flat stock, which was unbelievably expensive, $18 for that piece of flat stock, which should be worth honestly about $2 here about a year ago. But yeah, we are headed back to Joe's house now, where we will start building this lift kit for the golf cart. Yeah, I don't have a metal disc for my big saw either. You know, the miter saw?
Yep.
All right, so the first thing we're doing, we gotta cut 4-inch
Exactly.
plates out, 4 of them. So we're gonna try it with the ripper down there.
Perfect.
All right, we're gonna clamp these guys together now and do some shaping. Drill time. We're gonna do all at once?
Yep.
Nice.
They're all the same.
Let's see how those Ryobi drill bits perform.
If you put all your tools back up as soon as you get done using them, you don't have this.
So it's just mildly organized, is what it's called. Jack the diff up?
You can jack it right up in the middle so we can do both at the same time.
The diff?
Yeah, I'll put it on the diff. That's fine. Or on the axle.
Okay, I think that might be my knee right there.
Actually got room to get to the leaf spring. Because you have to beat it out of there sometimes. So.
Okay, let's see.
Worst case scenario, we do one side and then up on the other side. It's fine.
That's good?
Yeah.
All right. Jack better be worth something. This is like a $250 jack. Probably good, huh?
All right, so let's take off the. Where's that other?
I got it. Yeah. All right, so we're just gonna remove this shackle. This one's rusted. Nothing the impact can't handle. There it be.
All right.
There it be. So 1/2 inch on each end for the holes.
Just want to make sure that. I mean, that's right at 1/2 inch right there. Pretty darn close. And it could be more or less. I'd rather be more, to be honest with you. So I think we're good with that.
Our sock's slightly bigger.
Yep, sock is slightly bigger. So the only way to do that would be to
Open up the bit, open up the vise, and
clamp it next to it.
clamp it.
Yep, that's what we're gonna do. And I just got them all lined up too.
Yeah. Of course, you could do one and then use that as a template for all the other 3, but it's easier just to drill
Do them all at once.
all at one time. Oh yeah, that's gonna work perfect.
Yeah, and we'll just do the same on the other side. So just this way, it's pretty much flush on there. Yep, close.
Uh-oh.
Yo, what's up?
What's happening?
Got some gangsters in the neighborhood. I think we're good there. Putting a lot of pressure on it. So. All right. You don't need this anymore. Always put your tools back up.
Yeah.
If you're not looking for them. All right, so you're gonna have to lube this up.
I got you. Start with some.
Hold on 1 second. Pretty good, right?
Yeah. Back one's a little off. Yeah.
It's gonna be all right. Close enough. Go ahead and give it a lube. Lube.
What you looking for?
Just
Oh.
there are some.
I'm gonna hide behind the camera. Dead battery. Man, we might have to break out the wire drill
Yeah. I got that too.
if we don't burn up the bit first.
Oh, it's going good.
Okay, cool.
All right, spritz it.
Damn, we gotta do that 3 more times. All right, so we cleaned up the bolts and knocked the rust off of them and got the second link out. You can see the bushings there. There's some rust on the leaf springs and on the bushings, probably normal. And Joe's got the raising links over here already painted nice with black paint. We're just gonna wait for those to dry. Well, there's the brand right there, Challenger HD, whatever that is. Whatever the heck that is.
That's a good one. Tell your fan base that's a good.
Challenger HD, not sponsored.
Hey,
All right, so it took a 10-foot 2x4 pry bars and everything, but yeah, we got this back on. We had to literally manhandle it back together. Then when it was just barely threaded, we took the impact gun, and now you can see there when we let the pressure off the cart. Dude, they make some cool fender flares for this too. That 3-inch, and then you could just cut the fender and let them. But yeah, this is gonna be good. All right, we're gonna do the other side. All right, we just got done with the lower raising links, and now look at the, so before the fender was sitting on the tire. Now if you look here, you record this while I sit on the back. So before, with me on the back and 2 passengers, this rubbed fenders. That's me.
it didn't even move.
Didn't move. Okay, so once we put another person and then 100 pounds of stereo equipment, that should be good to go. And if we look underneath here,
Pounds? It'd probably be like 25 pounds.
I think the woofer itself is like 20. The amp is like another 10. But there's the raising links. I'm gonna hit them with some spray paint real quick, and then wrap it up. All right, I hit those with some paint, and looks factory fresh. Now, cleanup effort begins. What are we doing up here? Is this a car on fire, dog?
Car on fire, man.
Is this why the cruise got canceled?
I think so. Yeah, too much smoke. They can't see.
Welcome back to Supercar Street Racing. I'm Brad, and this is my 2023 Tesla Model S Plaid, and we're going to take a look at that today on the channel. Stay with us. Welcome back to Supercar Street Racing. My name is Brad. Hopefully you are tuned into the channel for more than the first time, but if not, welcome. And today we have my brand new 2023 Tesla Model S Plaid sitting here, and we're going to tell you all about it today. Now, the car was purchased back in April. It does have some modifications to it from stock, and we're going to show you that all today on the channel. You're checking out the front of my 2023 Tesla Model S Plaid, looking so fresh out here in the middle of the parking lot. And I wanted to take some time today to show you guys the front of the car, some of what has been done to it, and some of the unique features of the car. And of course, the first thing you can see here on the car is that the car is wrapped, completely wrapped in a satin wrap. Now, you can also see in the front of the car that the headlights are also wrapped in satin, and I was a little bit concerned about that, but actually it has not been a problem. They're actually really bright, and it did not affect the brightness of the headlights at all. Taking a look at the front also of the 2023 Tesla Model S Plaid, there are a few other modifications here. You can see right here that we have the carbon fiber front V right underneath the modified black Tesla logo right here, and then down below that we have the carbon fiber splitter down here, and that thing is called an apron, and it literally just sits right on top of the regular bumper and gives the car an enhanced look as well, a more sporty look, and it does match the carbon fiber rear wing that we will show you guys. Carbon fiber rear spoiler we'll show you guys here shortly. That is the extent of the modifications on the front of the 2023 Tesla Model S Plaid. Now let's take a look at the side of the car. This is my 2023 Tesla Model S Plaid. I'm happy to have you guys here on the channel checking it out. And taking a look at the side of the vehicle, the first thing you will notice probably right away, if you're familiar with Teslas, is that I do have aftermarket wheels and tires. Immediately, the first thing I did when I bought the vehicle was go ahead and order my wheels and tires. Now, I did get the car with the 19-inch Tempest wheels and tires because I didn't want to pay the upgrade for the 21s. I figured I could take that money and use it and get whatever I want. I did end up ordering the BC Forged HB04s in matte black, and there you can see how they look. And I did order the hardware also exposed for the three-piece wheel, and the bolts are actually matte black as well. And apologies, I'm in a flight path right now, but that's just what happens. Now keep on looking at the side of the Model S Plaid. You'll see some other cool features. I do have the hardware 4 version of the Model S Plaid, and so this has more cameras and no sensors whatsoever, all camera based, and that is what you're seeing right here is the hardware 4 camera. And if you notice, right on top of the hardware 4 camera, we do have some carbon fiber camera covers, which I think add a nice accent to the side of the car here. And then moving down the car a little bit further, and you can see it just opened by Bluetooth, we do have the carbon fiber mirrors as well, looking really good, and they do also match the carbon fiber camera covers here, and also the carbon fiber that you're about to see in the next picture. All right, we're towards the back of my 2023 Tesla Model S Plaid now, and you can see right there that the door handles did pop open because of the Bluetooth phone. And here we have the carbon fiber caps for the Model S handles, and they look awesome. And back here you can see the 295/35 ZR21 Pilot Sport 4S's with the HB04 BC Forged wheels. And that's going to round out the side of the Model S Plaid. Let's take a look at the back now. All right, here's a good look at the back of my 2023 Model S Plaid. You can see the tail lights looking great. I don't know if they were restyled for 2023, but I did forget to mention that the front headlights were restyled for 2023, and they are upgraded laser headlights. Here in the back, nothing really to show except for the fact that we removed the Tesla logo here completely when we did wrap the car, and also in the front we also removed the front license plate. Taking a look at the inside of my 2023 Model S Plaid, and I did wait specifically for the exact color combination that I wanted. I wanted black interior with carbon fiber, not the wood grain, and you can see in here This is all new carbon fiber interior, and also this car does have hardware 4. And taking a look at just like every other Model S, they have the screen over here on the left that shows you a bunch of information like navigation, your charge rate, the time and things like that, and maybe like your radio station and things like that you're listening to. And then over here we do have the yoke. I did not have a choice on the yoke. I did not order this car custom made, so the yoke was actually already in the car. Moving down to the bottom here, you can see that the Plaid comes with some brushed aluminum or just straight up aluminum pedals, which look pretty cool. And then moving up to the seats, these are not real leather seats. All of the Teslas have vegan kind of safe leather. And then looking to the center here in the middle of the dash, they do have 2 chargers for wireless phones. So if you stick your phone right there, and it did start charging. So they have 2 of those right here available for you. And then moving into the center here, we have a pocket right here that does have just enough area for a few pairs of glasses. And then moving forward, there's another pocket that I actually just found out about. I did not know this existed until yesterday, and if we move that open, there's actually 2 USB connectors right here and 2 on the back here in the right by the back screen here. And then of course we have our center console with a lot more storage in here, and we do have a cup holder if you let that slide forward. Moving up to the center of the dash here, I'm sure you guys are all familiar with the Tesla display, and if we go to the home screen here and we go to the actual vehicle down here and the software, you can see this is a Model S Plaid with 903 miles on it for supercar street racing. It does have the VIN there. It does have a full self-driving computer. I did not purchase full self-driving, and we are on 11.1 2023 26.9 software. And then moving up to the very top of the car here on the controls, you hit the control button. You have the ability here to play with the mirrors, the steering, the wiper, the window locks, fold your mirrors, the display, the child lock. And then at the top of the screen here, you can see LTE. You can move the display towards you or away from you with this button here. And of course, there is your brightness control, and this button here pops open the glove box over here. Moving down to pedals and steering, you can see this is where you choose your acceleration, and that basically is how the pedal reacts to your foot. And you can see here we have chill, sport, or plaid. And then of course, if you want to do drag strip mode, you can check that out in my other video when I did that for the first time. That is your drag strip mode, which puts the car in cheetah stance and then allows you to launch with the most possible power. And then also your steering mode can be set to comfort, standard, or sport. And then track mode is right there, and that really allows you to fine-tune the car for more of a track type aggressive day. And there's settings in there for the front and rear traction, and things like traction control and regen are available in your track mode. And then of course it says apply your brakes when regenerative braking is limited. So that basically is telling you if you're not able to regen, it will help you by putting the brakes on. This auto shift out of park is basically, it's a beta thing where the car knows if you want to go forward or backwards automatically. I do not have it on. And then the slip start basically is when you get stuck, you use that. Here's a suspension, and the ride height is set to low. It's on sport. You can go advanced on the suspension, and you can set your comfort and your handling. I just keep mine on sport. I really like the way that feels. It says here if you want to use comfort dampening and autopilot, you turn this switch on when you have autopilot on, and then it sets your default ride height to low. But if you press this, it says when enabled, the default ride height will adjust to low mode in most driving scenarios. Model S will always automatically adjust the ride height to balance comfort, handling, and range, and that's all that's available on that screen. And then this screen is where you see your charge limit and your actual percentage that you want the car to charge up to. And this car is set to charge no higher than 90% is what they recommend. And they recommend 80% if you're going to be driving the car every day, which I do not. This is where you actually adjust with your current that you want the car to charge in. So if I stick it in a 50 amp, it'll charge at 48 amps maximum. And then the last time I supercharged, which was April 14th, I've only supercharged the car one time, and it's when I bought it. It was $27.30 because I do not have free supercharging. And this is the autopilot, and you can set it to either traffic aware cruise control or auto steer beta by doing that. And then you have to answer yes. And then this is your following distance, and this is how you get into auto steer. And they're talking about this button here on the steering wheel, which I will show you guys next. And this is how you set your speed and your offset for your cruise control. You can put a speed limit warning on there as well, a forward collision warning. You can adjust that so it comes on sooner or later. Here's your lane departure warning, and this can set to assist, so it will actually help you steer. And then here's all your other options: emergency lane avoidance departure, automatic emergency braking, obstacle aware acceleration, traffic aware cruise control chime, and green traffic light chime. Moving down here, this is where you actually set up your phone for a lock. So when I get in the car, the phone is on Bluetooth and the car will unlock and drive without a standard key. You can walk away and the door will lock, which I love that, and you can tell it not to do that at your house. And then there's a few other options related to unlocking it when you park, and some other little options here for unlocking it with your phone. Now, I do have the MyQ connected garage, which means my garage door opener is MyQ enabled, and I did subscribe for a lifetime. I think I paid $200 and something, and I am permanently set up so when we drive the car back home, the garage door does open and close. Taking a look at the lights, you can turn the front and rear fog lights on, the dome lights off, on or on auto, the ambient lights inside of the cabin here, and the auto turn signals, and the auto high beams, and then headlights on when you get out of the car. And then here's your display. You can set up all the different options on your display, tilt it to the left or right or center, the language and things like that, and your time and distance and temperature. And this shows your last trips here and how much your watts per mile was. And of course, this is for your navigation. This has your navigation volume, trip planner, avoid tolls, avoid ferries, things like that for nav. Service is where you go in and you can do different things like jack mode, car wash mode, things like that. It shows you your tire pressures. And software we took a look at already. It shows you your software versions and what you purchased as far as software. And with upgrades here, you can actually purchase upgrades on the car. You can get full self-driving. You can subscribe to full self-driving. You can buy it outright for 15 grand or subscribe every month to that. And that's a look at the left side of the menu. Taking a look at the bottom part of the menu is where you can go through things like your phone connection here. These are your cameras, so when we hit the camera button, we see all the cameras. This is where you can actually choose other things that aren't in the bottom menu, things like the toy box and the arcade, Bluetooth settings, Sirius XM, TuneIn, Zoom calls, things like that, and you can also add them to the shortcuts at the bottom. These bottom ones are all shortcuts. TI is TuneIn Radio, but just beware when you do TuneIn Radio on this car, they put their own commercials in related to you having a Tesla. So they know that you're tuned in a Tesla, and they put commercials in based on that. And that right there is your actual browser. And there's your Bluetooth and your Sirius XM, and that is a look at the bottom of the actual screen. We are now in the back of my 2023 Model S Plaid, and I'm telling you, the back seat of this car is absolutely awesome. They redesigned the back now with a screen for the rear passengers, and the rear passengers now have control over their own climate control, and they are able to actually watch videos back here. Now you can see right now I just powered on this, and I will show you some video of this that I'll cut over. But you can hear that the AC is now on, and also I will run you guys through the whole entire thing of this screen here momentarily. Also, let me turn this off. And of course, here comes a plane. I'm literally in the flight path. My God, ridiculous. Jet. So also in the back of my 2023 Model S Plaid, there are two USB-C ports here, and I did confirm that would charge my laptop just with a USB cable. It's perfect for bringing your laptop along and charging. And I did locate the other two USB ports in the front of the car the other day when I was looking around in there, and I happened to find this hidden compartment. Now the seats in the Model S Plaid are very comfortable. I'm in the back and I'm not very tall, and I have the front seat all the way forward, but I can still sit comfortably back here, and I think they're some of the most comfortable seats I've sat in a car. We are back in the back of the 2023 Model S Plaid to give you a closer look at the climate control and the controls for the entertainment system in the back. And you can see right here, we have controls for our climate control right here where we can adjust the back seat temperature. And that is the little fan control here. We have controls here for the seats, the heated seats. And then we have the capability to look at our music, what's playing back here. And then the cool thing is if we go here, we can actually go to YouTube, as you can see. And we have right here and right now, if we press that, there is the Supercar Street Racing channel right here, looking so cool. So yeah, the backseat drivers, or backseat riders, passengers, can actually watch YouTube and some other things while they are in the back seat. The front seat cannot do that, but the back seat has a choice of Netflix, Disney Plus, Twitch, Hulu, YouTube, or you can look at the Tesla tutorials. And then if you go back here, we can power this off and on our fan in the back and adjust the temperature. We are here in the Tesla Model S Plaid, and you can see that I have hardware 4, so I do have the capability to launch Steam and play Steam games. And also, we can actually play games in the car with the car stationary, like Beach Buggy Racing here. And when you play Beach Buggy